tell us what exactly is happening in our brain when we get anxious? The number one thing I hear is like, logically, I know I shouldn't be anxious, but I can't help it. Like the logic doesn't compute and I'm still feeling anxious.
Right, right. That makes a lot of sense. And so the idea is being aware that anxiety is actually a message coming from your body to your brain can be really helpful. And so we tend to think of anxiety as something that's only existing right here in our head. But what's actually happening in anxiety, it's actually unexpected and a bit surprising, is that our heart rate goes up, we start to sweat, our blood pressure goes up, and all of that sends signals to our brain. And then our brain says, oh, I feel anxious. And so the reason why that's important is one thing to consider is that if we just had a brain and no body, we actually wouldn't feel anxious. We would more feel fear or things like stress. So anxiety is really the brain's interpretation of, oh no, something is happening in the body. There's a reason why I need to run or I need to fight, this fight or flight idea. And so although that seems a little bit odd to think of it that way, it actually gives us a lot of insight into ways to manage it. Because if we realize all these signals are coming from the body, then we don't just say, oh, just calm down, because we're not really, it's very hard to tell our brain to do that. Our brain doesn't want to listen to that, but our brain will listen to our body, and it will listen to if we can slow down our breathing, if we can relax our heart rate. So that's why it's sort of a shortcut or like a hack that we can kind of get into our brain and body's communication and send the proper signals to our brain that then the brain will listen to the body more and calm down.